his fitness for tonight. He looked just a little bit fatigued yesterday.
He did. I think he'll bounce back.
That was an interesting shot from Del Potro. Like
15 love.
A lob when his opponent hadn't come to the net. Oh, sneaky one. He learnt that from his opponent last night.
30 love.
He sees here that he has Del Potro leaning forward on the to go to the single-hander. Knows it's going to be relatively weak. Good move.
Well, a really good start.
40 love. $40-15.
Really important for Tomic that he doesn't get pushed around the court today. We get the big forehand of Del Potro that he's got to try to keep him on the back foot with. And a nice way to start the match for Bernard Tomic. He leads 1-love first set.
First game. Juan Martin Del Potro to serve. Love.
And that's the way we saw him play at the beginning of the tournament.
15-all.
Well, that's the way we saw him use the forehand in the opening couple of matches here. And nice to see him take a charge early with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a courtesy play, please no flash photography. Thank you. $30-15. 40-15.
It's a nice service action from Del Potro, isn't it? Very technically correct. If you have a look, he's a big boy, and the ball toss is excellent. If you look at his left hand, after he releases the ball, it points up to the sky.
Game, Del Potro.
So we're all tied up at 1 game all.
And that does a couple of things. It ensures that the...
1 game all.
I'm not hearing that. That left arm going up in the air, and TOMIC also has a very good ball toss. It ensures that you're directing the ball to where you want it to go, but it also holds your weight back until you're ready to come forward with your racket arm. Interesting in these early rallies. I know we're only early in the match, but TOMIC's playing around the baseline and Del Potro's playing about a metre behind the baseline, a good metre behind the baseline.
How do you compare the two service actions, Nick? Because you're a man with one of the greatest serves.
I think they're very good. Del Potro's always had a big serve. It's been a weapon. TOMIC is slowly developing it into a weapon, isn't he? I don't think he used it enough early on in his career. It's a bit like Bernie's game. I think he can hit some tremendous forehands and backhands. Sometimes he doesn't utilise that big power enough.
Comfortable service game for Bernard TOMIC, and it's on serve 2-1.
TOMIC leads 2-1.
How?
Tie.
Been a good start to this final here at the Apia International in Sydney. It's on serve. Bernard TOMIC, 2 very comfortable service games. Juan Martín Del Potro about to serve. It's 1-2.
Love.
This is the big weapon of Del Potro. He likes to get the ball set up on his forehand. It's quite a big backswing on the forehand, isn't it?
think about the age that Del Potro won the US
49.
Open. He was just on 22, and Bernard's 21 now. Is he close, do you think, Nuke, of getting a slam under his belt in the next year or so?
I think that'll be a big call. He's got a little ways to go yet.
Game Del Potro.
Love game to Del Potro, so it's on serve at 2-all.
Two game shot. Love 15.
Now, I brought that question up about the slams because it's been a lot of hype around Bernie because he got to the quarterfinals of Wimbledon, the youngest to do so since Boris Becker. But there's so much of a gap to have to jump to get to that next level.
Well, when Del Potro won, he'd already had nailed a couple of tournaments. You know, he'd won about half a dozen tournaments on the ATP circuit. And his ranking was getting right up there. I think he was about 6th or something in the world when he beat Federer in that great 5-setter at the US Open. Oh, well played. Little cat and mouse in that rally.
I was thinking Kenny Roser would have been enjoying the slice backhand challenge that was going on.
And I think this point alludes to the fact of what you talked about earlier, Todd. He can't just get the ball back. He's got to put some pace on it. Otherwise, Del Potro's really going to hurt him. And talk about the little master. There he is with wife Wilma. Oh, well played. Not an easy shot from back there, especially when you're down 15-30. Every time I look at Muscles, I get angry at him at the number of times he hit those beautiful backhand lobs over my head, landing on the baseline every time. Used to kill you. Keep chasing them back. Perfect preparation for this shot.
Well, there's 2 points where he's done as you've told him.
40-30.
And he's varying his serve nicely on the first serve. He's gone from 202 down to 165k. It's good variation. Keeps the opponent guessing. Oh, that was going out.
That one's out.
Yeah,
It's quality tennis already in this final. He says, oh, why did I hit it? It's okay. He's on serve. He leads 3-2.
TOMIC leads 3 games to 2. Tie. 15 love.
There's that big forehand again. Anything inside the baseline, he puts it away.
Made it.
Just caught it.
Well, didn't he open up the angle? He had to hit a winner off that ball, Del Potro.
15 all.
Risky shot here. Look how wide he is. He's over in the tram line and he leaves the down the line backhand wide open. All Tomic has to do is hit the ball in. Got himself into trouble there, Del Potro, didn't he, by running around his backhand. Yeah, it's not going to happen from back there. He was probably a good 3 metres behind the baseline, Tomic, in that rally. Somehow when he gets into that position and Del Potro's got his him pinned back, you can see how far back he is behind the baseline. He's got to figure out a way to get back to the baseline. And the best way to do that is take a little bit of a risk. I mean,
40,
not a
50.
sort of a very risky shot, but hit it really hard and deep across court. Force your opponent back and then get your position on the baseline again. Too hard playing catch up from 3 metres back against a guy of Del Potro's quality.
Del Potro.
Good ball striking. Del Potro levels it up. 3-all.
3 games on.
A couple of shots that might separate these two tonight, and we just saw it on the previous point. I think the difference is going to be the Del Potro forehand down the line. That when he gets it, he's got a better ball strike, nicer shape on that shot than Tomic does.
Net for service.
Tomic's been working hard on the forehand, but when he goes down the line, he tends to take it almost inside out and flattish side spin like. That one there. He doesn't quite get around the ball to give it the flight that's needed. And because of that, he doesn't get quite the penetration that Del Potro does. So first signs of trouble for Tomic. There's a great view of it there. That came off sideways.
Oh, dear. Wow. Just like that, love 40.
Love 40.
Easy forehand from 3/4 court, and even an easier shot on the backhand from 3/4 court. And he's really brought some trouble here.
Well, that was out of the blue. Broken to love, and Del Potro leads 4-3.
Del Potro leads 4 games to 3. Tie.
Broken to love, Nuke, and he almost gave the break to Del Potro.
Yeah, I'd call that a self-break. 2 unforced, or 3 unforced errors, really.
Del Potro serving with the break, with new balls. This is the serving direction throughout the tournament, Nuke, of Del Potro. Likes to go through the tee, 63% back through the middle of the court.
Having just shown that, he served the last 2 balls wide. But there's probably a reason why he is going down the tee, down the middle of the court. The net's only 3 foot high down the middle. He's a big, tall guy. His percentage chances are pretty good.
You get it. He sets up a lot of those players with the easy forehand.
Yep, the net's 6 inches higher at the side of the court.
40 love.
It's a big ball toss, isn't it? Goes up very high.
Mm. 11 consecutive points to Del Potro for 5-3.
Del Potro leads 5 games to 3. Thank you.
Wow. What a shot.
Law 15.
Got to find a way to break this rhythm.
Yeah, let's go back to that first point. I mean, Del Potro rifled that forehand return, but it was a first serve. It went in at 154k. I don't get that.
Mr. Leopoldo's challenging the call on the right far sideline.
He's challenged that, but that was 160. I'm wondering if his arm sore or something. That's, you know, serving at that speed against Del Potro, it's not going to cut the mustard.
He's just wide.
We'll just keep our eye on the speed of serve.
At last he gets a point.
That second serve is 126. That's
15-30.
I think I can almost serve that fast these days.
Oh, you can get it up better than that, Nick. On 50s at least.
I'm not sure.
We'll give you some new string and a new frame. Get rid of that wood thing that you're still using. Well, that's that inside-out fade forehand that I talked about. Gee, this set has swung so fast.
Well, it was a good start from TOMIC, and from halfway through the set, he's gone right off the boil.
Double set point.
There it is again, 154k.
I think he's trying to take a bit of pace off, maybe to cut it short and wide, but this guy's got such long levers, he's still right in his hitting zone. Might be better suiting a bit more at the body to get a shorter ball. That's long. So the first set goes to the top seed in 27 minutes. 6 games to 3.
Tie. Second set, Del Potro to serve. $15 love.
He's got to find a way to stop the power of Del Potro. He's just being pushed all around the court at the moment, is Bernard Tomic. Too good.
It's too good. Well,
I don't know if you got a chance, Nuke, through this week to have a look at young Jordan Thompson and how he went at the Amy Classic.
I watched him play a match last week. I was pretty impressed. Well, he's quite fast around the court. He's got some good weapons.
Well, he's another one of the young Aussies up against Jerzy Janowicz at the Australian Open. And some tough draws for all the Aussies, but he's going to be in the coverage on Monday afternoon.
$40.
Well, that's killing him, isn't it? The unforced errors. That's 12 unforced errors from Tomic and only 1 from Del Potro.
Wow.
Game Del Potro.
Well, Del Potro has only lost 2 of the last 22 points. It's 1 love.
First game, second set.
So the highlights, Nick, they're pretty one-eyed at the moment.
Yeah, this was early on in the first set when we liked what we were seeing from Tomic. He was playing some pretty good shots, and then Del Potro started to pick up the pace a bit. force the issue. Now, I don't know whether that's causing the unforced errors, but I think there's been a number of unforced errors from Tomic, which are really self-made. They've been off relatively easy shots. Don't know if he's a little bit fatigued from last night's match.
Well, the stat on the winners to unforced is quite telling. 12 winners in total for the match to Del Potro with 1 unforced error. Make that 2 now. And then 6 winners for Tomic.
50 love.
Compared to 12 unforced.
And those 6 winners were in the first 6 games of the match. Up till 3-all in the first set.
Net for service.
Yeah, good shot. Well, now's the time when he's got to start constructing some points early on in this first set. Establish a bit of a presence out there, a game plan.
40 up.
Well, if he can, you can hear the crowd. They're going to get behind him.
Chalk and cheese. That was 204K.
Oh, they'll roar now.
Yay, coming.
1-all.
One game on. Thank you, players are ready.
Here's a little opportunity. If you ever wanted to go on one of those Sydney to Hobart races, Todd?
Oh, I was actually asked a number of years ago, and I did a bit of research. I watched a couple of videos and asked a few people that had been on the boats, and I decided not to do it.
I'm in your camp. Yeah, geez, got nice preparation on the forehand, Del Potro, when he gets that short ball.
15 on.
It's a very early preparation. Takes the racket back early, sets himself. It's a weapon. That's a little bit more like it, isn't it? He's asking a couple of questions of Del Potro now.
He's got an answer.
That's his 5th for the match so far. Down the tee.
We'll just have a look at how far back Bernard is standing to return the first serve. And I think he does that to try to get the ball into play. But what happens if he just chips it in? He's already finding it so difficult to get to the baseline. He's got no chance. He's got to give Del Potro a different view from the return. Maybe just step in a bit more so you can get the ball back quicker to Del Potro.
No. It wasn't on. No point in going down the line
30.
when your opponent's there. It's a riskier shot, low percentage. And Del Potro wasn't out of court at all. He would have been able to reach the ball easily.
Yes, too good. There's a better game for Tomic, but it's Del Potro who is on top. He leads a set and 2-1.
Del Potro leads 2 games to 1.
That's where
Tie.
Huge games now for Tomic early in the second set to hang on, keep the ball, keep the score level.
Net for service.
Yeah, good point.
better forehand.
Well-constructed point. Nice slice backhand deep down the line. That set the point up. This one right here.
15 all.
Have a look at Del Potro if we can here when he's returning the first serve. Watch how he moves forward. Well, when we get around to Tomic returning serve on the first serve, I'll show you the difference. He takes a step
30,
back
15.
when he's returning the first serve. Del Potro does it the correct way. You should be moving forward. Can't have your weight going back against the big serve. You can see on the second serve there, he probably jumped forward about a metre. If your weight's leaning back, it's hard to move right or left very quickly. caught the baseline. And Tomic was challenging it.
On the right baseline.
Gee, that was a fun point to watch, wasn't it?
The ball's called in.
I saw slices and drives, a little bit of everything. I think Bernie knows the ball caught the back of the line. That was a tough, brutal rally to bring the score to
Catches
just caught
it.
it.
Brings it to break point, Luke.
That's right.
30-40.
Big rally. Let's see how
Tomic
Tomic
with two
responds
challenges
after that long rally.
Got away with it.
It didn't hit the middle of the strings, did he? It was actually a miss hit. And Del Potro was running in the right direction where Tomic meant to hit it. Finished up jamming him.
Ooh. I think that's...
It's a Tomic challenge in the call. Left far side
It was
line,
worth a
ball's called out.
challenge. You think it was well out? I think it's going to be pretty close.
I think it's out by enough. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Oh, well out, yeah.
Advantage Del Potro.
So second
Tomic
break
with one
opportunity.
challenge.
There's the break. Del Potro is strong out here. 6-3-3-1.
Del Potro leads 3-1.
Nuke, something that's really standing out for me tonight is how Bernard's struggling against the pace of Del Potro. He's not able to hit the ball hard enough to match it with him in the rallies for long enough. And if anybody gets an opportunity over the next couple of weeks in Melbourne to watch Rafael Nadal practice, it's extraordinary how he practices. Not just the intensity, but the speed. He goes after every ball with trying to hit it almost as hard as he can. And then when he goes to matches, he pulls it back a little bit.
Oh, bad luck.
But Bernard practices long hours
30 long.
where the intensity is slower.
Not there. Yeah.
And so he doesn't get speed and dynamic through his practices.
He's making a fibber of me at the moment because on returning the first serve, he's been moving forward in this game. There he goes again, moving
49.
forward.
I haven't heard that word for a while, but fibber.
I didn't want to use a stronger term, but this is how you should. He should move forward like this. Believe me, the previous games he was taking a backward step. They're trying something different.
That's good.
That's good.
There you go. Look at the difference. He was inside the baseline, short backswing, took the time away from Del Potro.
40-15.
At least he's working on it through this match. It's a great sign.
Let's see what he does this time on return. Standing well back to start. Yep, move forward again.
There's no backward steps here tonight, though, for Del Potro. He is well and truly in charge. 6-3 and 4-1. It's a beautiful evening here in Sydney for this men's final. Scoreline not so beautiful for Australia's Bernard Tomic. Del Potro so far has been flawless.
Law 15. Law 30.
His mind's racing, I think, at 1,000,000 miles an hour here, Newt, because he just doesn't... If he feels if he tries to keep it within a point and rally, he's getting outdone. He's got to go for shots, but he's going for them too early. No.
Oh, yes. That's beautiful. So, Tomic was there, covering the down the line.
Law 40.
Comes in on this backhand now, and he's cut. You can see he's way over there looking for the down the line shot. Goes so fast, there's no chance.
And broken to love, similar to how the first set went.
Well, it hasn't been a. It hasn't been a good performance from Tomic tonight, but I think Del Potro is serving notice here.
Yeah, but
he's got to the rest of the field at the Australian Open. This tournament has been terrific for him.
It's played him into form.
Yep. I'd say if you're in his section of the draw, look out. He's making a statement early in the year.
And Del Potro to serve for the championship.
Mr. Del Potro challenging the call. Left center service line. Ball's called out.
Everything's been going his way. It wouldn't surprise me if this was in as well. Ooh. Didn't miss by much.
Law 15. Mr. Del Potro with 2 challenges remain.
Serves notice to the competitors for Del Potro, but what does it do for Bernard's confidence? It's it could do him serious damage.
As far as his first round match against Nadal, well, you certainly don't want to go in against Rafa a little bit concerned about your form, do you?
Well, he's got to, I suppose, still look at this week as a solid week. If the result goes Del Potro's way, still in the final, defending the championship, it's still a strong performance. What do you think Rafa would make out of the match, Newt?
30-15.
Be happy to see TOMIC going, losing easily. He knows that it's going to put a little bit of a dent in his confidence, and I'm sure that seeing this, Rafa will come out swinging, 100% from the first point and try and jump on him early. So it's up to Bernie to be ready for that.
Seventh ace.
40-15.
And championship point for the Argentinian.
Pretty good 20 winners from Del Potro and 4 unforced errors.
It's
a polished performance.
Clean as a whistle, he's played this match.
Game, set, and match. Del Potro. 2 sets to love. 6-3, 6-1.
And what a way for the big man to finish it. 8th ace, and just a magnificent performance from the #1 seed. Juan Martín Del Potro is the Apia International Champion. Straight set 6-3, 6-1.